this person, like, cool. Next thing is, oh, what is classified as cheating? So I've got examples as like, okay, so staring at another person, calling like names, like darling. Okay, so if like your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, is like calling people darling and babe and all this kind of stuff. Okay, cool. Or if they're talking and texting with someone too long. Okay, cool. Like for me, like cheating, like what I classify as cheating is anything with intent. So like they have the intention of getting with a person. Like fine, like for me, I'm gonna trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you, and until you make me question you. Like I'm gonna 100% trust you. Like if you don't trust your other half, you're not in a relationship. I don't know what the hell you're in. What are you gonna do? Handcuff them to you 24/7? No, you need to have trust. Without trust, you're just wasting each other's time. Like for real. So like, okay, cool. So staring at another person, no, because the thing is, God gave us eyes, and we look, and we see everything. Everything. Someone's exposed themselves, whatever. You can't be mad if your boyfriend looks, because you're probably looking too. Like, what the hell is she thinking, or what the hell is she doing? Like, looking is a part of everyday situation. You can't get mad at that. It's with the intent. Like, for example, like if your boyfriend or girlfriend is messaging someone with the intention of getting with them, and the texts are saucy, and they're sexting, and they sending pictures, and okay, that's cheating. Like holding someone's hand because you're like, flirting and being romantical. Obviously, if they cheated in their past on exes, my little rule of once to cheat, always to cheat. Because like what I say why I say like once a cheat, always a cheat is because that person has developed like the moral sense that it's okay to cheat. Like they've done it before, it's no big deal, it's no skin off their back. So if they have that like lack of morality in that situation, like a lack of honor, I think it's like honorable to not cheat and not to do these things. Like these are givens, but in today's society, these are not given. So next question, how can a relationship work with a busy lifestyle? Like you need to like designate time. Like you never have no time, if that makes sense. No matter how busy your day is, sending someone a text or a message, or just even trying to sync up like what time you eat lunch or what time you can eat dinner, or even if you're tired and you need to do some other stuff, like you need to prioritize that person. If you're thinking about like a long-term relationship, not like some frivolous situation, you need to designate time to this person. On a day-to-day, we use our phones like literally all the time. We go to the toilet, we're on our phone. We're talking to someone, we're on our phone. We're walking to the bus, we're on our phone. If you calculate how much time like we actually spend on our phones, like you could save those moments up to spend with someone. Like at least try and organize like a period of time. Like okay, regardless of what we're going through right, like in this situation right now, Friday from 5 to at least 8 is our time. Like you can do your work some other time, I can study some other time. Just designate that time. And obviously if there's times when you can't designate that time, like you need to obviously make your partner like aware. Like it's not that I don't want to spend time with you. Like I would love to spend time with you. It's just that I have so much work right now. I have an exam, and your partner will understand. If the person is worth it, you will find time. If you love this person, you will find some time in your day. Okay, how to balance friends and your relationship. You could say like, babe, okay, can I see you Friday because Saturday I'm going out for dinner with the girls. Like prioritize your friends, because at the end of the day, your friends were your day ones. These are the people, if anything goes wrong in your relationship, they're gonna have your back. They're gonna be the shoulder that you cry on. They're gonna be the ones that you complain to. They're gonna be the ones that you seek advice from. These are the people who hold you down. Other than your day-to-day like family, which obviously we don't confine in with relationship stuff, like your girlfriends or your guy friends. I'm talking from a female perspective. Your girlfriends are the ones who are going to be your rock when anything happens. So keep them, make them a priority. If you have to schedule them in, make some time. Like, you need to make some time. And you need to let your partner know, like, look, I need to see my friends. I haven't seen them. I'm going out. And your partner should just be like, go, shorty, do it. Okay, long distance relationships. Should we do them or not? This is a hard one because obviously, like, within a relationship, you need physical contact. Like in terms, like, it doesn't have to be like sexual contact. It could literally just be like a hug or like just reassurance that person is there, or you see them once a day and you feel that like soothing sort of, I don't know, when you're in a relationship, when you really love someone, I feel like they have a soothing effect on all parts of your life. So they're the one person who can take away that anxiety and that stress in situations like for you and stuff. So what you need to be prepared for is in a long distance relationship, you're not going to have that, and you're going to miss that. You're going to miss that physical contact, that seeing that person in flesh and seeing their reaction to different things and watching films with them and doing things with them. You're going to miss out on all of these different situations. You love the person enough. It's all about love. It's all about how much this person loves you and how much you love this person. Like, it's okay to struggle. Like, you don't have to be like, oh, I'm feeling okay today, babe. Like, you could break down over Skype and be like, I miss you and stuff. Like, oh, one of my friends, they were in a long distance relationship. Hey. Okay, sorry. One of my friends, they were in a long distance relationship, and they said to me like they used to so they would Skype each other, and they'd also be watching a film at the same time, so that they would experience the movie at the same time as each other, like, which is like, you know, or having like dates over Skype, like, that's so cute. Like, you know, like, you imagine like having dinner, like, and like, oh, like, what are you eating? Oh, let's have dinner together, and like eating like with each other, like. If you want to make it work, you'll make it work.
But I do not advise it. I don't think I could cope, like, just purely because, like, I probably am needy, like, you know, gotta keep it real, gotta be honest.
Should I be with someone of a different religion or culture? Okay, cool. What if this person is everything you want and need, like, and you're completely in love with them, but they're of a different culture? That shouldn't matter to you. Like, I feel like you should, if you love a person, you will embrace every part of them, and part of them is their culture. So you will embrace their culture, turn up to their festivals, turn up to their events, ask, be inquisitive, because getting to know their culture is getting to know your partner. And if you want to know this person and you want to love this person 100%, you need to be involved in all shapes and forms of their lives. Even if you don't understand why they do this, like this festival, it might be linked to their religion, or why they do a certain thing, like. To be in love with someone is to accept their flaws and to accept their good parts, to accept their culture, to accept their upbringing, their education, their mentality, everything. So yeah, I think that's like a simple question. Like, I think, why not? If they're a different culture, like, enrich yourself. Like, you know, don't put yourself in this box. Like, oh, I have to marry someone from this culture. Like, but like, no. Like, if you constantly do the same things, talk to the same people, live the same way that people of your like ancestral line have been living for the whole of their lives, like with the same culture, the same thing, same. It's basically just like reading the same page of that one book for the rest of your life. Like, even if you don't get with someone from a different culture, learn about another culture. Please, people like have these ignorant views and opinions of other people's cultures. Why don't you actually speak to someone? Go out into your local communities and talk to other people from different cultures, because you might learn something different. And I'm sure you're going to learn that people aren't so different from you, and it's okay that they do what they do and you do what you do. The biggest thing is acceptance.
Yes.
Thank you. And the Oscar goes to me. I would like to thank my mom, my little sister, the rest of my family, all y'all who believed in me for thick and thin. Okay, cool.
Your families will be against it. Your family will be against their culture, or they have a stereotypical opinion, like, or prejudice against this type of culture or this type of religion or this kind of whatever. Like, at the end of the day, you're the one who's gonna marry that person. If and the thing is, if your family, like, families are supposed to love you unconditionally. Like, I'm sure, like, a lot of you, like, your parents tell you, we love you unconditionally, we love you no matter what. And okay, fine. And then as soon as you bring home, like, a boyfriend who's not from your culture, or a girlfriend who's not from your religion or whatever, and they start switching up on you, then, like, I would question them. Like, you said that you love me unconditionally, but by not accepting this person and not accepting a part of someone who makes me happy, you've just then put a condition on our love, like the love that you feel for me. So you're telling me like that's a condition, like you love me as long as I do this, this, and this, and this. That these are conditions. This your love then is not unconditional. Then it's bullshit. Like the whole thing that you've been brought me up on is complete bullshit. Like let's be honest. Fine, and like don't be the polar opposite. If your family just are finding it very hard to accept something, like don't be a dick about it. Like at the end of the day, like you've got to understand the generation that they were raised in and the culture that they were raised in and the society that they were brought up in. And these things are new to them. This person's religion or culture may be very new to them. This way of life is completely new to them. So yeah, it will take time for them to adjust to the situation. So don't be a dick and expect them to accept everything straight away. Like at the end of the day, like what you will find in a lot of situations, well, this is very generalized speaking. What you find in a lot of situations is if your family do truly like love you, they will get over it. Like it's not a big deal. Like your happiness should mean everything to them. And if it isn't, it's okay. Like if it isn't, it's okay. You know, like if they don't 100% accept it, but like they still have some kind of relationship with you, and then that's okay. Like you have to be prepared for both situations. At the end of the day, like even with your career and anything that you do in your life, you should be happy with it, because this is the only life you're gonna get, like on this planet, unless you believe in other things. In this moment, this is the only life you have, and are you willing to waste your time here for some shit that you're not even happy about? Don't you matter too? That's another thing, like, you know, like, sometimes you have to be selfish. And yes, I'm not saying these things are fucking easy and they don't have to accept it, but they can try and understand it. Shouldn't matter. Like, it shouldn't matter what religion they are. It shouldn't matter what culture they are. It shouldn't matter what race they are. Like, and it's actually something that makes me very sad. That, like, even in today's society, after so much protests and so much, you know, equality and so much things, and a lot of people in the UK, you know, we pride ourselves on being so multicultural and so accepting of, like, other religions, other races and stuff, but there still is a lot of cultural selectivity. Like, you know, you go to some areas of London and it's completely black people or white people, and you're supposed to marry someone within your religion, within your caste, within your this, within your whatever. Yeah, okay, fine. Maybe I don't understand the full extent of it, but I feel like we're all humans at the end of the day. We are the people who decided to put everyone in racial categories, and we categorize ourselves. Oh, I'm a black Muslim, I'm a black Christian, I'm a this. We're the ones putting all these labels on ourselves at the end of the day. And if you find someone who truly loves you, because it is so hard to find a genuine connection in this world, I think it's worth it. So yeah. This has been... I'm not even going to answer the last question because I can't be bothered to answer any more questions about this conversation. So not even that.
But like, this is gonna be a 2-part series just purely because we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, I'm whole team here. Okay, so this chat was sponsored by... No, it wasn't sponsored by anyone. Okay, so basically, so relationships. So why did this topic come about? Okay, so obviously I had questions from people. Like, I legitimately did have questions. Don't be y'all be like, she didn't have questions, blah, blah, blah. No, I had questions. I just written them on a piece of paper. So basically, like, what brought this about is I basically, I've started writing music. I don't think I've told a lot of you. Like, okay, if you're my friend. If you're my friend, I've told you. Hey. Yeah, so I've started writing music, and most of it is actually based on relationships that I've had. So, yeah, so why not do a Q&A, relationship 101. One.